Good day to everyone and to our beloved instructor, Ma'am Marja. Today we will be discussing the Chapter 8, which is the survival or vocational skills. So what are these? These are the practical abilities and knowledge that helps them and prepare them the life after their release. And it aims to reduce recidivism and reintegration in the society after their release. So at the end of the discussion, we will be able to familiarize the organization hierarchy of the therapeutic community. Second, understand the functions of the different positions in the hierarchy. And lastly, to learn the livelihood and skills trainings provided in the TCMP. So the participants are the personnel, okay, the jail personnel or the prison personnel officers, and the residents are the PDLs or the person deprived of liberty, and the inmates. So the procedures, okay, first the senior member, okay, the staff. Okay, usually the director will identify the counselor from the staff or personnel. Then second, as the counselors were identified, so after the counselors were identified, they will now, the residents will now submit an application on their desired positions as indicated at the hierarchical structure. So of course, when you are applying in a job, so usually we submit a application like resume. Then third, the application will be interviewed by the staff. Okay, it's either the director, or it includes the director, the IWDO, the chief escort, and the custodial. So when you submit your resume and you are natanggap, they will be interviewing you same as the therapeutic community.
Hierarchy of TC. After the interview, the coordinator and departmental head will select applicants, which is done through sociometric pointing. After sociometric pointing, the crew members will be assigned as per assessment of the IWDO, chief escort, and custodial. The new residents will be assigned automatically at the housekeeping department, which is 1 month orientation purposes. Next is organizational hierarchy of TC. This is type A, which is they have 1,000 population up. Business office department, admin, kitchen department, food service officer, housekeeping department, records, grounds, landscaping department, custodial, laundry department, logistics, maintenance department, operations, special service department, IWDO, expediting department, which is paralegal, and INR.
Next is the table 1.2, which is the TCMP hierarchical structure of type B. So the jail population here is 500 to 999. So as you can see sa type A, of course, mas marami sila and mas marami yung nandun. So ngayon, kung 8 sila doon, ngayon 6 na lang sila. In which business office department is admin ang nakahawak. Second, kitchen department is yung food service officer. Housekeeping laundry department ay records ang nakahawak. Grounds landscaping department, custodial, laundry department ay WDO, expediting department is the paralegal or INI.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My topic is all about hierarchy structure. This structure is composed by personnel and residents. Director. The warden serves as the director of the facility. He oversees all activities in the program. He designated staff to serve as counselor. He makes final decision as to what sanction or learning experience will be assigned. Ito po, si warden po ito, Bali, siya po yung mamimili, mag-a-assign ng staff sa kanya-kanyang department. Ayun po yung trabaho. Assistant Director. This position is usually occupied by Assistant Warden. He takes over the responsibility in the absence of Director. He reports directly to the Director and assists him in the conduct of latter responsibility. Ito po yung trabaho ni Assistant Director pag wala po siya. Siya po yung hahalili kay Warden para sa daily activity ng mga staff. A staff assigned as a counselor for each department due to the inadequate number of jail personnel. Custodial officer are oftentimes assigned as a counselor. Yung tinatawag pong staff is sila rin po yung counselor na sinasabi. Pwede po yung mga jail officer, JO1, ayun po, pwede po silang mapunta sa staff. Coordinator. A positive role model. Ito po yung isang example ng coordinator. Dapat po sila po yung number 1 na sumusunod sa role ng jail. Example po is yung tamang pagsuot ng uniform nila. Responsible to disseminate information coming from the staff or director. Sila rin po yung responsible sa pagbibigay ng informasyon sa mga nasasakupan nilang department. Tulad ng sa kitchen department. Sila po yung magbibigay kung ano yung food na iluluto nila ngayong oras. The next is Chief Expediter. Responsible for managing the daily function and activity of the community. Sila po yung nagmamanage ng daily activity ng mga iba't ibang departamento tulad ng sa TCMP. Sila rin po yung nagmamanage kung ano yung dapat nilang gawin. Communicates with coordinator of the day on an hourly basis. Sila po yung oras-oras na nakiki-coordinate kung sino po yung coordinator sa araw na iyon. Assistant Chief Expediter. Responsible for execution of directive from the Chief Expediter. Siya po yung pag wala si Chief Expediter, siya po yung sasalo sa trabaho niya. Monitor all function of different department and reports to the chief all incidents. Kumbaga sa TCMP, bali may nag-aaway doon. Siya po yung nagmo-monitor doon na ano yung dapat gawin. Ayan po. Department head. Conduct department meeting before job function. Kumbaga, bago mag-umpisa yung trabaho nila, sila po yung nagka-conduct ng meeting. Attend department head pre-evaluation meeting regarding job change. Dito rin po, sila rin po yung charge doon kapag may nabagong mga tulad ng gagawin. Kumbaga sa kitchen is ganito yung iluluto nyo. Ayun po. Last po is yung crew. Responsible for carrying out tasks, duties and responsibilities of their concerned department. Sila na po yung mga gumagawa ng kung ano po yung task na ibinigay ng director. Sila na po yung diretso na po sa kanila yung kung ano po yung task na dapat gawin. Paano po ba nag-a-apply ang resident para sa kanilang position? Sila po ay nagsasabit ng application kung saang departamento nila gusto. Example, sa kitchen department. And then i-interview na sila ngayon ng staff, director, IWDO, and custodial. At mamimili po sila kung saan nila isasalpak yung resident din, sa coordinator ba or sa department head. Basta ganun po yung kung paano po sila mag-apply sa position na yon. The next topic is Class C TC Community Jail Population 1 to 499. Number 1 is Business Department. Business Department welcome new member of the family and makes sure that policy rules and their limitation are clear. Sila po yung mga nagwe-welcome sa mga bagong preso. Tapos sila rin po yung nagbibigay kung ano yung rules and regulation ng jail. Prepare sound system in every activities. Sila rin po yung nagpe-prepare ng mga sound system, mga monitor sa bawat daily activity nila. Ano po ba yung trabaho ng admin? Admin organize a filing system for important and confidential documents. Update office policies as needed. The next is kitchen department. Prepare and cook food for daily consumption. Sila po yung sa daily na pagkain po ng mga PDLs, sila po yung nag-aasikaso doon kung ano dapat ang iluluto nila. Serve meal on time. Sila rin po yung nagse-serve ng mga meal sa bawat selda. Ano po bang food service specialist? Is a officer responsible for the meal preparation and distribution based on the standard menu and allocate allowance for PDL per day. Food service specialist is preferably a nutrition's dietitian. Housekeeping department. Maintain the cleanliness of the cell area, mess hall, visitation area, and visitors comfort room. Sila po yung mga tagalinis sa selda or sa visitor area. Maintain inventory of housekeeping materials such as brooms, dustpans, rugs, etc. Sila rin po yung in charge na magtago ng mga gamit nila, tulad ng yun nga po yung walis, dustpan at mga basahan. Okay. Laundry department. Assign as a schedule laundry time for every dorms. Ito po naman is laundry is so sino po yung mga nakatoka na maglaba ngayon. Maglaba ng mga uniform ng PDL. Collect the dried wash clothes and distribute to the respective dorms. Ayun na po, pagkatapos na nalabahan, ibabalik na rin po sa mga kanya-kanyang dorm. Ano nga pa ang IWD? IWD, it means Inmates Welfare and Development Office. Ano nga pa yung trabaho niya? The IWD will conduct a skill inventory of the resident to determine the appropriate skill training needed with the help of skilled staff or outsourced trainers. Residents are trained on their specific field on interest, which could be their service for livelihood, expediting team. reports any incidents in the TC facility and overall attitude of the community. Sila rin po yung mga nagre-report kung sa TC po ba is mayroon yung mga bullying, ganun po. In charge of the attendance of the residents in group seminars, etc. etc. Sila rin po yung mga in charge na nagpapa-attendance kung sino po yung nakiki-attend ng seminar or sa seminar. Ayan po. Expediting team is under din po sa paralegal. Ano po ba yung trabaho ng paralegal? Verifies an authorities authenticity of the court orders, coordinate with the custodial duty whenever there are paralegal activities, monitors the case status of inmate and acts appropriate on cases that qualify for early release of the judge. Assist PDL in avoiding themselves of any of the modes of early release. That's all my report, ma'am. Thank you.
So my topic today is all about job functions. The participants are all the residents. The duration is all year round based on daily schedule. And the procedure is that departmental meeting is conducted weekly for assignment of tasks, which will last for 1 week in rotation basis within the department. So in every week there will be a conducted departmental meeting. Then each team will be assigned one expeditor to monitor the job functions. So in every team, there will be a expeditor. An expeditor is just like a CI who will see and monitor all the job functions of the residents. So job rotation will be primarily based on the progress, performance, and capability of each resident. So the job rotation is based on the performance of all residents, if he is doing well or not. Then there is also a promotion or demotion that will happen during the process. So if the residents is not doing well, then he will be demoted, and just like promotion, you will be promoted if you are doing great. Next is the function of the different position in the hierarchy from highest to lowest. So first is the coordinator. He must be a positive role model. So he need to do good things and right things at all times. So he can be a positive role model. Next is that he or she will deal with the attitudes of all the residents, so that he can have a camaraderie and unity. And he need to act as a member of the panel during the haircut. Yeah. And addresses all the residents in general meeting. Third is the leader of a team assigned to oversee a specific department. A coordinator must see and oversee a specific department. Then fourth is responsible for reporting of job changes. So the coordinator is also responsible for reporting of any job changes, and he need to recommend cutting off of learning experience. Then fifth is assigned as coordinator on duty of the day and delegates tasks covered for the day. So a coordinator must delegate the task to the residents, so that there will be a covered for the day, just like investigating and bookkeeping. Then six is encourages residents to use behavior shaping tools. So the coordinator must be encourage all the residents to use a behavioral shaping tools like encounter slips and bookkeeping.
Number 7. Responsible for overseeing that each team work efficiently. Um, ito yung sa isang proyekto. Sa pagsulat ng grupo, isang tao ay maaaring mas mahusay sa paglikha ng mga konsepto habang ang isa ay may matalas na mata para sa pag-proofread ng mga huling dokumento. Kapag ginamit ng lahat sa koponan ang kanilang pinakamahusay na mga kasanayan at tumatagal kung saan maaaring gusto ng iba, mas malakas ang sama-samang lakas ng koponan sa kabuuan. Number 8. Supervises the overall function of the department in the TC facility. Ang therapeutic ay isang social setting na idisenyo upang makagawa ng isang kapaki-pakinabang na epekto sa mga tinulungan dito. Number 9. Report to staff any incident that is not in the boundaries of a resident to deal with. Kung sa tingin mo ay ligtas na ipaalam mo sa kanila, maging direkta, mabait at malinaw tungkol sa iyong hangaan at kung paano ka tutugon kung ang isang hangganan ay nilabag. Number 10. Carries out any given task that staff member assigned him/her. Isang obligasyon ng isang individual na gampanan ang mga nakatalagang tungkulin sa abot ng kanyang makakaya sa ilalim ng direksyon ng kanyang pinuno. Number 11. In charge to disseminate instruction given by the director and staff through coordination with co-coordinators. Pamahalaan at baguhin ang mga pag-uugali ng PDL na may layuning positibong baguhin ang kanilang pag-iisip at pag-uugali sa pamamagitan ng mga proseso ng struktur na grupo. Number 12. Serve as liaison between resident and staff. Ito naman yung mga taong tumutulong sa mga tao na makakuha ng tulong habang tumutulong sa iba. And thank you.
So, slide 14 is the coordinator on duty. So, root word ng coordinator, which is coordinate, which means bring the elements into a relationship that will ensure efficiency and harmony. So, the coordinator on that day will ensure efficiency and harmony among the staff and residents and also to the whole therapeutic community. So this coordinator on duty is not a part of the hierarchical structure in which each coordinator take turns to become coordinator of the day. So, iba't iba yung coordinator every day. So, ngayon, iba. Next day, iba ulit. So, his responsibility includes inspection in cells, kitchen, and other areas where residents are allowed together with staff on duty and the chief expediter. Then second, he delegates tasks to other coordinators. Next is that he or she is under direct communication with the chief expediter. He must always be aware and records all the events or incidents of the day to the logbook. So, example is in the PNP, they all records the incidents in the police blotter. Next, he must have a direct link with the staff on duty, then responsible to disseminate information coming from the staff or director, and then lastly, he must evaluate or validate different evidence or incidents and seeks staff acknowledgement.
Functions of different positions in the hierarchy from highest to lowest. Chief Expeditor. Number 1. Responsible for managing the daily function and activities of the community. 2. Delegates other responsibilities to the Assistant Chief Expeditor and monitors every activity. 3. Oversees the schedule of the day. 4. Communicates with the department heads in execution of job functions. 5. Communicates with coordinator of the day on an hourly basis. Ang meaning po nito, sila po yung gumagawa ng paraan upang mapabilis ang mga proseso sa loob ng mga organisasyon. Nakikipagtulungan sila sa iba't ibang koponan tulad ng pamamahala ng proyekto, produksyon, at pagbili upang mapadali ang mga operasyon. Paggalaw ng mga materyales, kontrol sa inventaryo, pag-iingat ng record at pag-schedule. Functions of the different positions in the hierarchy from highest to lowest. Assistant Chief Expeditor. Number 1. Responsible for the execution of directives from the Chief Expeditor. 2. Supervises the activity inside the dormitories. 3. Monitors overall function of the different departments and reports to the Chief of all the incidences. 4. Facilitates department head meetings in the absence of the Chief Expeditor job changes and requests. In short po, kung wala po yung Chief Expeditor, ang Assistant Chief Expeditor, in short siya ang asan mo sa pagsubaybay sa daloy ng trabaho mula sa supply, procurement hanggang sa aktual na paghatid ng produkto. Siya ang tutukoy sa mga gap sa proseso at kumonsulta sa pamamahala upang matukoy ang mga solusyon. Ang pagpapanatili ng malinaw at bukas na linya ng komunikasyon ay mahalaga sa posisyong ito.
Department crew, responsible for carrying out tasks, duties, and responsibilities of their concerned departments. So for example, here is the marketing team, which ensures effective promotions, campaigns, and brand representations, which conclude to the overall success of their departments. So let's move on to the business officer departments. Number 1, welcome new members of the family and make sure that policies, rules, and their limitations are clear. So it basically says that they welcome new members. So they will guide and they will be the one who will explain what are the rules and regulations in their department or environment, then also the do's and don'ts. Then number 2, responsible in facilitating younger members group by sharing experience. So dito sa number 2 is they will serve as a role model. So they will be the supervisor and will correct their actions whether if it is needed to be corrected. Then they will also share some tips and tricks and experience on how to overcome challenges they may encounter in their departments. So number 3, role model that shows how to overcome trying circumstances, coping adjustment. So just like in number 2, they will serve as a role model. They will correct their actions if it is wrong. Then they will give some pieces of advice on how to work under pressure or on how to adjust in their new environment. And yeah, that's all. Number 4, orients new residents how to drop slips, ventilate feeling in the encounter group, use the behavior shaping tools, and internalize the TC philosophy and unwritten philosophies. So dito is tuturuan nila yung mga bago on how to express their feelings sa mga ayaw nila, for them to have yung mapayapang environment in their area. So it is needed to know how to express feelings to avoid some misunderstanding, diba? Then last, provide support to residents when needed. So as their senior or mga matagal na, you will show sympathy to the new members, lalo if low moral sa. So lalapitan mo, kakausapin mo to boost the feelings and to forget their problems.
TCMP Department and Functions, Business Office Department or BOD. Prepare sequence program for the special events. Dito sa prepare sequence of program, gumagawa sila ng mga schedule ng pagkasunod-sunod ng mga special events like example 7 to 8 mga PDL kakandak ng mga flag raising ceremony nila. Then after the flag raising 8 to 9 may misa naman sila. Then after the mass 9 to 10 attend sila ng mga TCM program or other activities. And yon is by schedule. Maintain and updates bulletin board. Dito naman tuwing may mga mahalagang announcement, nilalagay nila ito sa kanilang mga bulletin board para ma-inform yung mga PDL. Halimbawa this day, may TCMP sila or mga activities, malaman agad ng mga PDL yon kasi may maintain naman yung pag-announce or makikita nila sa mismong kanilang bulletin board. Updates profile or residence. Dito naman kapag may mga bagong ikukulong, kinukuha agad yung mismong profile informations ng ikukulong. Like, kukunin yung name, age, kung taga saan, religion, or what. Para makita na yung mismong nandun sa mismong information na nilagay is totoo. And after ma-verify, ilalagay naman dun sa tagboard na sinasabi at ipopost sa kanilang mga selda. Prepare sound system. Dito naman sa prepare sound system, before they conduct the activity or bago sila, halimbawa may TCMP program sila, mag-a-assign sila or mag-uutos sila ng isang trust PDL para mag-assemble ng sound system na kanilang gagamitin sa kanilang activities. Expediting team oversees the day-to-day affairs of the different departments. Dito, maintain nila daily yung kanilang mga gawain kung nagagawa ba nila ng maayos. Like, for example, sa main gate, sa mga papasok na dalaw or mga civilian, na-inspect ba nila or nakakapkapan ba nila ng maayos. Reports and incidents in the TC facility. Dito naman, during their facility, TC, MP program, ni-report nila yung mga insidente or yung mga bad attitudes ng isang PDL. At kung may record man silang mga bad attitudes, pwedeng i-report at naibawas ito sa kanilang points sa GCTA or Good Conduct Time Allowance. In charge of the attendance in the residence in group seminars. Dito naman, sa mga bawat program nila, may mga in charge na nagche-check ng attendance para malaman kung sino yung mga uma-attend. Kasi lahat ng program nila, may mga points din yun at nidadagdag yun sa kanilang GCTA. Confront attitudes around the house and make necessary step to address them through bullying. Dito naman, kapag may bad attitudes na ginagawa yung isang PDL, kinukonfronta nila ito para mabigyan ng aksyon or maging maayos yung pakikitungo nito sa kapwa PDL. Coordinates with the staff regarding announcement activities. Dito naman bawat selda may mga naka-assign na nakikipag-coordinate sa mga staff regarding about the activities, court hearings para ma-inform yung mga PDL kung may hearing ba sila, kung may mga activities ba sila this day or what. Coordinates with the coordinator on duty. Dito naman, bawat selda may mga nakikipag-coordinate sa jail officer na on duty na nagbabantay sa kanila para mai-coordinate nila kung may nagkakasakit man sa nakasama nila sa isang selda, maaaring may report ito at mai-isolate agad. May-isolate at may hiwalay ito. May hiwalay at may ilagay sa ibang kulungan. Prepare designated room assigned upon admissions on your residence. Dito naman kapag may mga bagong news press, may mga bagong bilanggo, nag-a-assign sila ng isang PDL yung matagal nang nakakulong para i-assign yung mga bagong residents or bilanggo.
Kitchen Department. Number 1, prepares and cook food for daily consumption. Sila yung nagpe-prepare ng food for everyday. Number 2, sila din yung pumipili ng menu or anong lulutuin nila ngayong araw. Number 3, prepare sanitary working environment and maintains kitchen equipment properly. Sila nagprepare, naglilinis ng kusina, maintains kitchen, mga equipment, mga aparato nila. And number 4, manages quantity of food servings to minimize wastage. Sila yung mamanage ng kakailanganing food na isa-serving para hindi magkulang o magsobra. Number 5, prepares for menu for special requirements and occasions. Sila din yung nagpe-prepare para sa ibang okasyon, special mga bisita nila. Serves meals on time. On time sila mag-serve. 7, ensures proper storage of food items to avoid spoilage and contamination. Okay. Number 7 naman is sila yung naglilinis din ng kitchen and then mga food para sa ganun is walang hindi maghalo-halo yung mga chemicals na nandun sa kusina. Number 8 is to conduct regular health screening of kitchen workers. Ito, example naman nito is parang sa fast food is may yellow card silang suot. Yun yung sinasabing yellow card dahil health certificate tawag doon sa. Number 9, maintain proper washing of dishes and kitchen utensils and proper disposal of waste. Ito naman is maintain nila yung proper washing of dishes para sa kalinisan ng utensils nila at saka mga basura nila sa tamang lalagyan. Dito naman tayo sa maintenance and landscaping department. Maintain cleanliness of grounds. Silang naglilinis sa kanilang kapaligiran. Tsaka number 2, responsible in planting, watering, and trimming of plants and trees. Sila yung nag-aalaga ng mga tanim nila. Nagtatanim, nagdidilig ng mga halaman sa mga gardens nila. Number 3, maintains inventory of materials. Ni-inventory yung mga equipment para sa kanilang garden. Number 4, informs staff of any equipment that need repair or replacement. Ito naman is ini-inform yung mga staff kung may nagkulang ba o may nasirang gamit para sa ganun is parang may inventory din nila. Sa number 5 naman, responsible in making minor repairs of jail facilities and equipment. Ito naman is responsible sila para sa mga simpleng mga sira lang sa jail facilities, equipment. Sa number 6 naman, responsible in monitoring proper usage of water and electricity. Then sila din yung responsible para sa monitoring ng kanilang tubig at saka kuryente.
Hello guys, this is my report. Housekeeping department. Number 1, maintain the cleanliness of the cell area, mess hall, vegetation area, and visitors comfort room. Ito yung mga lugar na kailangan nating panatiliing malinis, lalong-lalo na po sa visitors comfort room para hindi po sila madismaya sa paggamit nito. Number 2, maintain inventory of housekeeping materials such as broom, dustpan, rugs, floor wax, or etc. Ito po yung mga kailangan pong nakalista yung mga kagamitan or kung sinong pong gagamit para hindi po mawala. Number 3, provide proper storage of housekeeping material. Kailangan natin gumawa ng paglalagyan po ng mga kagamitan para alam po ng mga officer o kaya PDL ang pagkukuha nila ng gamit. Next report. Laundry Department. Number 1. Assign and schedule laundry time for every dorm. Kailangan po natin maglagay ng schedule sa bawat dorm kung kailan sila pwede maglaba. Number 2. Designate and maintain hanging area for washing clothes. Kailangan po natin gumawa para sa mga pagkasampayan ng mga nalabhan na damit. Number 3. Collect the dried wash clothes and distribute to the respective dorms. Ito, sa bawat dorm kasi, ang alam ko, meron silang mga trustee, tsaka bawat dorm. Tsaka ang alam ko, ayun din yung pwedeng kumuha ng mga damit na nalabhan at sila na rin mag-distribute sa bawat dorm.
Director. The warden serves as the director of the facility. He oversees all activity in the program. He designates staff to serve as counselor. He makes final decision as to what sanction of learning experience will be meted out to erring residents. Sila yung warden, sabi yung mga director. Sila yung nagpapangasiwan ng mga seguridad at disiplina sa loob ng bilangguan. Sila din yung nagpapataw ng parusa sa mga lumalabag na bilanggo sa mga rules ng bilangguan. Assistant Director. This position is usually occupied by the Assistant Warden. He takes over the responsibility in the absence of the Director. He reports directly to the Director and assists him in the conduct of the letters of responsibility. Assistant Director. Sila yung mga Assistant Warden. Sila yung nangangasiwa din sa seguridad at nagsusupervise sila sa mga gwardiya at tinututukan din nila yung mga record book, ganun. Nagpapatupad din sila ng rules and regulation.
Staff function, counselor. Staff is usually assigned as a counselor in the different departments in TC or the therapeutic community. Dahil sa kakulangan ng jail personnel or jail officer, usually custodial officer ang na-assign as counselor. So ano nga ba ang mga ginagawa ng counselor? So from the word itself na counselor, counsel or counseling, which means they are molding and enhancing the PDLs in the different activities. They are engaging them to uplift their morality or the spiritually, and the different activities. Pumapasok dito ang pagiging mapagkawang gawa or creativity. Yun, creative. Sabihin na natin na ganun. Mapasok dito ang livelihood and also their health, their mental health. Ina-uplift ng counselor ang kanilang mga health lifestyles and the different kinds of human activities like counselor are also conducting individual counseling or individual man yan or group, yan ginagawa yun ng mga counselors, and then to have or to build a strong rapport, to have a functional community for the betterment of it.
Job changes. What? Job changes or job rotation occur every 6 months within all TC implementing jails. This involved staff and resident of the TC, providing a structured approach to varying responsibilities and roles for both groups. This rotation aims to foster a dynamic environment and promote diverse skills development among participants. Here's the example of job changes. Intervention. Intervention typically refers to the act of interfering or getting involved in a situation to influence its occur or outcomes, often with the aim of proving or changing it. Intervention, it includes application, interview, pre-evaluation, discussion, post-evaluation, and announcement. Application, this is where individuals or entities applies to participate in the intervention or program. Interview, applicants are typically interviewed to gather more information about them, their backgrounds, and their suitability for the intervention. Third, pre-evaluation. Before the intervention begins, there is an assessment or evaluation phase to understand the current state, identify needs, and set goals. Discussion. Discussion, this is the stage involved conversation, meetings, or session where plans, strategies, or intervention are discussed with the participant or relevant stakeholders. Post-evaluation. After the intervention has taken place, there is a follow-up assessment to measure its effectiveness, gathered feedback, and determine any changes or improvements needed. Announcement. Announcements that outcomes, result, or decisions stemming from the intervention are communicated to the participant or the wider community. Objectives. To assess and determine who is the best person capable to handle the position among the applicant. For example, in skill assessment, the administer relevant tests or tasks to assess candidate for practical skills and knowledge related to the job. To create opportunities and experience various job positions for everyone in the TC facility. The TC facility allowing everyone to gain experience in various positions. This approach aims to foster professionals' growth, skill development, and a well-rounded understanding of different roles within the organization. Next, expected result. Harmonious relationship among the resident assigned to their new position. Harmonious relationship among residents in their new positions. It involves effective communication, fostering teamwork, and promoting a positive work environment. Personal growth and development in his attitude towards work and job function. Personal growth in one attitude towards work, it involves continuous learning, adapting to challenges, and embracing a positive mindset. It includes refining skills, seeking feedback, and approaching job function with enthusiasm and resilience. Method and procedures. The director will call for a staff meeting for a job rotation or job changes. Departmental meeting or department heads will be held. The resident will apply for their desired position and undergo interview with responsible person. Then responsible person will evaluate and discuss the applicant's qualification as well as the position to be occupied. After post-evaluation, the IWD or the Inmate Welfare Development in charge announces the selected applicant on their respective position. New positions will be posted at bulletin board. Duration 6 months. Responsible person IWDO or Inmate Welfare Development Officer is typically a professional responsible for overseeing and managing programs aimed at the well-being, rehabilitation, and development of inmates within a correctional facilities. Officer of the Day. Custodial staff. Custodial staff refers to individual responsible for cleaning and maintaining buildings. Disciplinary boards. Disciplinary board is a group or committee responsible for enforcing rules, regulation, and code of conduct within a particular organization or community.
Good morning, ma'am and classmate. Job change. This kind of change will be done regularly every 6 months. TCMP director will be do this by calling all the staff counselor in order to facilitate the procedural change of position handled by the department heads and coordinators. Once the meeting is done, the coordinator will apply to the position they want to be assigned, and the staff will be evaluated before giving them their new assignment. After assignment is identified, the director of the IWDO will announce to the community the new assignated position to the applicants are holding. This is my explanation. The regular of work change every 6 months. There are regularly job change. This implies that roles inside the company should be reassigned on a semi-annual or biannual basis. The director of the TCMP convenes a meeting with each staff counselor. This meeting provides an opportunity to discuss two procedural issues of the transfer and to the announced and the pending employment change. Coordinator indicates their choice by applying for the jobs they want to be assigned. This suggests the coordinators are giving some autonomy even the position they choose to assume inside the organization. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Page 30. Here is the example of the job change with infraction or offense committed, where all TC implementing jails when, upon violation of offenses, participants, disciplinary board, TC, staff, and residents. A sudden change of position and a responsibility will occur if a certain resident holding a key position commits an infraction such as violation of cardinal rules. Such infraction has been verified and investigated by the responsible inmates, and such investigation report has reached the staff. It is assumed that the member of the disciplinary board have already sanctioned the resident, after which he will be ousted of his present position, and promotion and demotion will effect. So, for example, yung isang coordinator ng kitchen department ay nalaman na ginagamit yung food container para mapadali yung pagpasok ng alcoholic beverages. Tako, siya ay bibigyan ng sanksyon ng mga miyembro ng disciplinary board pagkatapos ma-investigasyon or maimbestigahan. At ang department head ng kusina ang kukuha sa kanyang posisyon. At ang isang crew ay maaaring ma-promote para kumuha ng department head position sa kitchen. So, yun.
Job changes. Job vacated position upon release. Kapag may alis na empleyado, dapat may nakandang papalit sa kanya. Where all TC implementing bills. When, upon release of president holding a key position. Participant, TC staff and residents. Intervention, application, interview, pre-evaluation, discussion, post-evaluation, announcement. Objectives, assess and determine who is the best person capable to handle the position among the applicants. Expected result, harmonious relationship among the residents assigned to their new position, personal growth and development, and his attitude towards work and functions. Duration, upon release of the resident holding key position. Responsible person, IWDO, officers of that day, custodial staff, disciplinary board. The release of a resident, particularly the one who occupies a key position, will open a vacancy. The vacated position will be filled up by their succession depending on his her qualification. The director, IWDO, chief escort or custodial may conduct interview selection of applicants trying for a position and will announce later who qualifies for the vacant position. Never allow the residents to do the selection and interview without the supervision of any staff.
Proposal training design feasibility study participant resident staff procedure. The IWDO will conduct skills inventory of the residents to determine the appropriate skills trainings needed with the help of skilled staff or resource trainers. Residents are trained on their specific field of interest, which could be their source of livelihood once they are released from jail. Livelihood and skills training. Culinary course, deception requirement support. Culinary, cooking and baking for a 3-month period of study with the OJT. Length of the in the faculty 5 months. Good health. TESDA ALS service providers IWDO. Basic steel fabrication, welding, DO. TESDA ALS service providers IWDO. Baking, making enforcement training on bid enhancement. Service provider, DO din po siya. List of suggest vocalist skills training.
Livelihood skills training involves preparing individuals for employment or self-employment in the field of therapeutic interventions. Other suggested vocational skills training involves rug making, wood carving, flower making, massage therapy, artistry, basic electricity, automotive, masonry and carpentry, tailoring and dressmaking, furniture, lantern and Christmas decor making, t-shirt printing, basket weaving, shell craft, guitar making, and organic farming. Therapeutic activities may be distributed throughout the week, addressing the various aspects of mental health, rehabilitation, and skill building. The daily The daily activities scheduled is 5 to 6 a.m. wake up time job function. 6 to 6:45 a.m. morning exercise. This includes the daily dozen. 6:45 to 7:45 breakfast and wash up. 7:45 to 8 o'clock a.m. is pre-morning meeting. 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock a.m. is morning meeting. 9 o'clock to 11:30 a.m. is ALS DepEd Bible study, phone call privilege, and Holy Mass as scheduled. 11:30 to 12:30 p.m. is lunch. 12:30 to 1 o'clock p.m. is personal time. 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. is visiting privileges. For Monday, no visiting privileges intended for general cleaning. 5 o'clock to 5:30 p.m. is inmates counting. Job functions, departmental meeting, static group meeting. 5:30 to 6 p.m. aerobics, dancing. 6 o'clock to 6:30 p.m. Holy Rosary and Bible reading. 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. dinner or cleaning up. 7:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. is spiritual enhancement. 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. is TV viewing. And lastly, 9 o'clock p.m. is lights off or taps. Individuals counseling or group therapy sessions may be partly of the weekly schedule, providing inmates with opportunities for personal development and addressing specific needs.